Alright, greetings all. Now, I've actually already tried to do a recording for Tabletop Simulator's Zombicide, like full game, but I had a few issues with the rules following them, so I'm basically doing this again, but whatever. We are going to do a little bit of Zombicide for a full game. And you'll basically get to see what it's all about. Alright, so that's set up. Now, the mission we're going to be doing is called the Y Zone. It's essentially a very simple mission, not this one. It's a very simple mission where the idea is that you're trying to get from here down to here. If I put this on. But you have to do it with all your survivors being alive, so there's that. Alright, let's place down some stuff. We'll put down a couple spawn zones. We'll put down this right there. An exit. We want to 3D standard doors in like the let's actually go with 2D standard ones for this time. Basically, 2D standard doors are actually the actual doors for this game, but basically for the Tabletop Simulator, I think they have like the 3D standard doors because that's what the thing about Tabletop Simulator. You're gonna have better looking equipment basically for a game. Alright, that's all over there. We have doors in all these spots. I should probably be going through the setup with you guys so you can see it. So we choose a mission, we place the tiles, we already placed the tiles already. We place doors, cars, and objectives. We put special pillables and other stuff like that. Put starting equipment aside. We're just going to take out 2 pans because I don't really need them. Shuffle those up. You shuffle the zombies into a deck. You shuffle the equipment into a deck. You choose your number of survivors. So in this case, I'll note right off the bat we're going to choose Josh and Doug because we didn't use them already. So let's just put Josh and Doug onto the table. There's Doug. Oh, that's nice. Put it right there. And we want Josh. And we'll roll a dice basically to try and figure out who's going to be with us. And while we're at, let's get the MP3 player up here. And let's go with classical. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. I don't know about you, but I'm not hearing anything. Alright, there we go. Now there's something basically being played. That's fine. For a moment there, I thought my headset was off, but nope, it was on. Now I'm going to use a D6 dice to basically select my other 6 survivors. Basically, we've got, Wanda, Ned, Phil, and Amy to basically choose from, but I need a dice to basically choose with them. So roll this, we get ourselves a 6. So we've got Wanda in our party. And there's Wanda. And we've got 1 for Josh. That's no good. We got 3 for Amy. So Amy's going to be in our party. So there's our starting characters. To go through them quickly, by the way, we've got Amy here who's got free move action on our first tier of difficulty. We've got Wanda who basically moves 2 zones per action. We've got Josh who's basically got Slippery, and we've got Doug who's got Maxing Set. Now, before we basically go into what the game's all about, let's just go through the skills a little bit. So Slippery for Josh, and that's basically this guy's first skill, Slippery. Slippery. The survivor does not spend extra actions when he performs a move action through a zone where there are zombies. So basically what this means is Josh can basically slip in and out of zones with zombies very easily. So he's really good about, getting away from zombies if you need him to. And that goes over to 0. Doug has got something called Maxing Set, so let's go look at that one. Maxing Set. When a survivor performs a search action and draws a weapon card with a dual symbol, he can immediately take a second card of the same type for an equipment deck. Shuffle the deck afterwards. So basically, Doug can basically take say a pistol for example, or an Uzi, and he can actually get a second pistol or Uzi basically as a result. So he's really good about getting extra equipment. This guy, so great for having him for searching stuff. And that's basically that's all this stuff. By the way, 1 player, 4 survivors. That's why we only have 4 of these guys and not 6. If I had 2 players, I'd have 3, but haven't asked Cornish or whoever else wants to join me over this game yet, so that's done. This is all done. This is all done. Amy's going to start with a crowbar. Juan's going to start with a pan. Josh is going to start with a fire axe. And Doug's going to start with a pistol. Let's just go clarify the rules a little bit. So, when a survivor performs a search action, so he's only just received this weapon, Doug. He's not actually going to get a second pistol just yet, so he actually has to search to actually get his weapons. So that's thing about him. Decide who will go first and give him the first player token for Zombicide, I guess. Now this is a cooperative game, so you can actually choose who you want to go first. I'm thinking that I may want to have Amy go first because she's basically got the crowbar. I could have, for example, Doug go first, but or if Josh go first, rather. But I won't want to do a search action. I don't really care about Doug because he's already got a good weapon to start off with. So we'll have Amy go first. All right, so that's basically set up. Turn order basically is over here. By the way, before I actually do anything, I should go into the rules for this game so you can see what they're all about. So, Y zone. Medium, 4+ survivors, 60 minutes. The living are losing ground. The pockets of resistance are followed one after another. CB radio, once bustling with messages, is now silent. We must leave. The zombies are growing in numbers and our supplies are getting scarce. I could kill for some toothpaste. You need these tiles, which are automatically put down. Your objective is to reach the exit zone shown on the map with all survivors, so if anyone dies, you lose. The objective token represents the medicine cabinet. The survivor who takes it immediately loses a wound card, so if you get to that with a wounded card, or wounded character, you basically get rid of the wound card. And then you got all this other stuff, basically player starting area, zombie spawn zone, exit zone, locked door, medicine cabinet. It's very straightforward, this mission. It's just basically get from A to B. As hard as it sounds. It is pretty hard, actually. Especially since I'm doing it with all my characters and they're all 2-hit wonders, basically. Alright, so, at this point, basically choose our first character. Alright, now we have our first place in activate all the survivors, so we're going to be able to move, search, open door, view equipment, blah blah, we've already seen all this stuff. Let's just get into it. Amy's going first, so first thing she's going to do is open this door. So that's opened. Now, because I opened this door, all these rooms will now spawn zombies for me to deal with, so let's spawn them now. Well, we have one bad walker in the first room. So it's time to kick some butt. we have an activation card. Now, these are very special, these activation cards, in that basically just when you thought things could get worse, if I had this card and it was basically yellow, orange, or red difficulty for my characters, basically if one of these guys were in like the difficulty zones for one of these other things, we would have a bunch of runners running around at an extra turn, which is really, really bad. But there's no runners on the board and we're in blue anyway, so nothing happens. So we'll say that room has clear, basically as a result. This one here has a single walker. This one here has nothing. Nothing. The wrong card there. We have one card in here for a walker, so let's put it right there. This is actually what I should be doing, is place them on the thing so I can actually see what I've got. So 0 in that room. 0 in this room. We got 2 walkers in this room over here, apparently. One in there. And we've got 1 in there. That's actually not too bad, by the way, for like a start for a room. Sometimes you can have lots and lots of zombies in these rooms at the start, and that'd be really, really bad, but that's fairly tame for what we basically had. We basically just had 1 go right there, 1 right there, 1 right there, 2 right there, 1 right there, and 1 right there. That's really, really, nice, basically, to us, basically, for the most part, I'll say. Alright, so that's basically done. That was Amy's first turn, basically, to open that door. She basically spawned all these zombies in here, which is fine. Basically, we're going to spawn zombies whenever we open a door, so that happens. Her second action, now, the thing about Amy is that she's got a free move action, so she can actually move in here for free. Let's have her move into here. And we're going to take a dice, and we're going to try and use the crowbar to kill a zombie. So, basically I have to roll 1 dice, and I have to get 4 or higher to basically kill a zombie. I've got 2 tries to do it, so let's see if I do it. I got 6, so this guy dies. And whenever I kill something, I get experience for it. So, Amy got herself 1 experience from that. And for Amy's final action, we're going to use her to search this room to try and find some equipment for us to basically take. So, we'll take this. And we got ourselves plenty of ammo. As long as this card is in your inventory, you may reroll all ranged actions once with a saw-off, shotgun, or mod shotgun. So this is basically an extra, dice roll card if I have a shotgun or something like that. That's a really good card to get, but for now, that's all Amy can do, so her turn is done. Next up is going to be Wanda. Wanda's got a pan, so she really has to search for something better. I want Wanda to basically go right here. She's not going to move 2 spaces because it's really, really stupid for her to move around with only a pan. So she's just going to go right here. She's going to draw a card. She draws water. That's not really useful. Now, she does have a third action, Wanda, but because she's basically got a zombie right here, and there's a zombie elsewhere in the building, I really don't want her doing anything right now. So she's just going to stay in this room right here. And we'll basically let these zombies just do whatever they want next turn. So her turn is basically going to be done. She's going to basically skip her last action. So do nothing and live with it. That's what we're doing right now. Alright, now Josh is up. He's basically got a fire axe. Let's just have him wander into the building. He's just going to search for something, I guess. He got himself a rifle. That's not a bad weapon to get. A rifle is basically capable of firing up to 1 to 3 tiles, so we can fire into, for example, this tile with him, and he can basically kill it on a 3+ with a rifle. This ending right here. So let's try and do that. Let's get rid of that dice for now. Basically, we're going to have Josh fire at this zombie right here. He has to get a 3 or higher to kill it, so a 4. That 4 kills that walker. He'll get an experience point for that, so there's 1 experience for Josh. And that's 3 actions for him done, so basically that's all he can do. Now it's Doug's turn. Doug wanders into the building. And you know what? We can actually have Doug move over to this room up over here, I think. Do I want to do that? The thing about this game is that if I move him up here, this zombie over here might split. Basically, he'll try and go over here or here, basically, as a result. And that'll basically mean I'll have an extra zombie to deal with. But I think I'll actually do it for a simple reason that if I do that, you can actually see what splitting is all about. So I can show off what splitting is all about. So we'll do that. Anyways, I'll have Doug over there. He'll do a quick search. And he's going to get himself a flashlight. So, pick up 1 extra card when searching. This card is effective even in his reserve. That's a cool card for him to get. Basically, it's going to be even better for searching Doug. But that's basically his turn done. And now we pass over to the zombies. Alright, so basically all these guys get to move. You're going to move... Let's see here. Now, because we basically have like Doug right here, this zombie can go... Alright, this zombie can only go up to here, basically. So he's going to take the shortest route possible to get to Doug. These guys will take the shortest route possible to get to Doug because he's basically closer to him. Actually, you know what I forgot to do? We actually need to put noise token down. Let's do that. This guy's going to move here. Now, this guy here. This guy can basically hear noise going on over here. So he's basically just going to wander this way. But here's the thing. He could also wander up here. Basically, if you look at the path for this, like, you know, this room down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, this zombie here, it can essentially get down to this place in 2 possible routes just as path. So we need to actually place down a second walker right here. So basically, whenever like you have a splitting scenario happen, you'll basically have your zombies go like this and this. Basically, it'll like divide into like 1 to 2. Basically, you always have an even number of zombies wandering around. And think about it, this guy actually couldn't see Doug because Doug was over here. So he would have been going over to this noise section over here. So we actually need another zombie for this guy as well. So basically, these guys go 1 and 2. So now I've got like a couple extra walkers on the board because of splitting. And now I've got to deal with more walkers basically as a result. So that sucks, but whatever. Alright, so now it's going to move on to Amy. Or Wanda, rather. From Amy to Wanda. And we go again. Oh, wait, I forgot to do one more thing. We actually have to spawn zombies for all the spawn zones. So, zombie right there. Zombie right there. Zombie right here. And zombies right here. Over here we have 1 zombie spawning right there. And here. We have 2 walkers spawning over here. Oh, you know what? This is actually a fatty that spawned over here. So we actually have our first fatty popping out. That's this guy right here. He actually always spawns with 2 walkers, so we'll put those guys with him. Actually, you have to check to see where you're spawning. Basically, these are like walker cards right here. This one right here, these are like fatties. Right there, walkers. This is a couple walkers, and then over here we've got ourselves 1 runner. This is the runner card, so we have 1 runner spawning. I should actually make sure I didn't spawn any runners basically through the rest of them, so let's go over here, I guess. Oh, we actually spawned as fatty in one of these rooms, so one of these lone guys had a bunch of had a fatty, so you know what? Let's say there was a fatty in this room over here, and basically the fatty split up into 2 like this. Just to fix that up. And we have a runner 2 apparently in one of these rooms. Alright, so let's say that over here, Doug actually had like a runner basically spawn. So let's just throw these walkers out. And I'll show you what basically how a runner moves. So basically, there's a runner here. And runners basically like to run at your survivor, so actually get two moves. So this guy ran like this, and this guy ran like this. So Doug's actually now got a fret next to him, a runner. And there's a couple fatties in the reserve all over there as well. Alright, so that's basically going to be the first turn basically done. Let's get this going again. So basically it's Juan's turn. Now, I'll note that this noise token goes away. At this point, we got ourselves a big problem here. We got ourselves a runner right there, and a runner right here. Runners basically move like really fast and they attack really fast. So Doug's now got a really big threat next to him, and he really needs to deal with that threat right away. There's also a threat right here in that this guy can attack someone next turn if I leave him be. So we have to basically find ourselves a weapon to basically do that real fast. Let's have want to do a search, I think. And she's going to get herself a machete. That's a really good weapon for her. So she got herself a machete. And let's have her go into this room here. She very well can't deal with that zombie where she is with her weapons unless she trades with someone. I don't really want to do it right now. So what I'm in there with Doug, she'll use her dice to basically try and kill it with the machete. So she has one dice, has to get 4 or more to basically kill it. She got 5, so this guy's dead. And that's her turn done. Next is going to be Josh here. Josh has a rifle and a fire axe, so he can actually kill that zombie right now. If he rolls, a 3 or more, so let's try and do that. He rolls a 2, that's no good. There's a 6, so that runner's dead. So he kills off this runner for us. Now, because he's using a rifle, he actually makes some noise doing that, so let's just do this to have a couple noise tokens. And these guys are basically safe for the moment. Basically, there's a couple of fatties over here, but they're a little bit slower than the runners. They're just as fast as walkers, so we can actually have Josh do a search action now, I guess, and try and find some better equipment. He finds machete, not bad. But machetes are dual wielding, so if you actually have 2 machetes like this, you actually could dual wield them. So that's pretty cool. Doug. Doug's got himself a pistol, so he can actually search for better results. I think with searching, by the way, let's just go to the player actions. So search. You can only search zones inside building and only if there is no zombies in that zone. The player draws a card from an equipment deck. He may then place it on a survivor's inventory or immediately discard it. A survivor can only perform a single search action per turn, even if it's an extra free action. After searching, the survivor may freely organize his inventory, but the survivor cannot trade with other survivors. This is an action. You may discard cards from your inventory and make room for new cards at any time for free. And if the equipment deck runs out of reshuffle, all discard cards with the exception of the wounded cards, pans, molotovs, blah blah. Special cases cards. Alright, doesn't really tell me about flashlights. Basically, flashlights are something that lets you get an extra search, basically. But it's not telling me about them, unfortunately. Let's see here. Let's see if this tells me a little bit. So, +1 free search action. Yeah, it's basically telling me I can only search once per turn. Alright, so I have no idea what I'm basically searching for when I'm using the flashlight. I could be searching this one thing and having to pick, or not. Alright, so at this point, let's just do ourselves a house rule, I guess, to try and get our way through it. We'll say that whenever I use a flashlight, I have to search for 2 cards, but I get to pick between them which one I want. So I have the option of basically collecting water or gasoline with Doug. So let's say we're going to pick some gasoline up with Doug. You can put that right there. And we'll discard this water. That's how I figured you'd probably be playing this. I'm not really sure, but whatever. He basically just, finds that. Now, I see some walkers over in the distance over here. Other stuff over here. I think what we might do with Doug. Let's just have Doug move here for his second action. And let's have him take a pot shot at one of these walkers, I think. So he'll basically use the noise token to fire off his pistol once. He gets a 4 or higher, he kills one of them. He did, so one of these walkers is dead. Pop. Alright, so that's done. Let's have Juana take her turn. Juana, of course, has, the ability to move freely, I guess. So what we might do with her... let's have her move up to here. Now I'm having her move here, for example, because if she basically finds something with her car, like a zombie, for example, she can move out of the way. So she's just going to move right here. She'll draw an equipment card for herself. And she got ourselves the scope. This is really awesome. Combine with a rifle to get a sniper rifle. You get sniper skill for all range actions done with a sniper rifle to start chooses to freely to target. So that's a really good weapon to find, a scope, or attachment rather. Next up, let's have Amy go... I think with her next action, let's just have her go here. And that'll be like her second move. And then for a free move, let's have her move up here with Doug, perhaps. Because if I don't, this guy's going to split, or actually won't split. He sees Doug right away, but... actually, you know what? She's actually pretty good where she is right now. You know what? Want to stay right there, I think. That's a good spot for her right now. Because basically these guys, they're going to, go in this direction. Or not. These guys can only hear Doug, so, Wanda's going to make some noise. This is actually stuff you can do with, your survivors, by the way. You can basically make noise. So, guy needed to risk it. If I make noise here, basically what's going to happen, I'm actually going to make it so that these zombies here, they can only hear, stuff in front of them, right? So they're going to hear this, and these guys are going to hear this, and they're actually going to basically hear, stuff going on over here. And these guys, they're going to go this way instead of splitting up to go here, because actually, you know what? Doesn't really matter, will it? I think for Juana's third action, let's move right here so that these guys are basically focus in on these guys over here. If I leave her right there, basically, well, I could actually leave her right there and these guys could still go after Doug, but I'm going to move her there just so that the zombies basically go in her direction, I guess. We'll keep it simple, more or less. Alright, so that's basically done. I realize I'm not explaining stuff well, but basically the zombies are going to go over here. These guys can move in this way because they hear the noise over here. These guys hear noise over here, so they can go... This is the fastest route to it, so they'll go right this way. These guys hear noise, but they have to go all the way around over this way, so they're going to, follow the street. These guys are much the same way. This runner, he moves 2 spaces, so he's going to go 1, 2. Now, this guy down here, he's a walker who's basically got, 2 paths up to, this spot and then all the way over here. Basically, what's going to happen with this guy, he's going to split up like this. Because he's got, 2 options to get over here, so 2 extra walkers to spawn as a result of that. And we'll basically spawn some more guys. Alright, so over here we're going to have 2 more walkers spawn. Let's put this guy right here and this guy right there. We got a fatty over here. That's really bad, but whatever. 1 fatty. And 2 walkers spawn them. Over here we've got ourselves one walker, that's okay. And our walker over here. Now you're probably noticing something right away, by the way. The board is quickly filling up with zombies. Like, there's lots of zombies already, and it's like only the second turn. This game can have lots of zombies on it, like really fast, so you have to really watch out for that, but whatever. Let's just keep it going. Alright, so it's going to be Josh's turn. Now, Josh has got a machete here, and so does Wanda. So I'm actually really tempted to, like, you know, get a matching set for someone, I think. Let's have Josh, I think, move over here to Wanda, for example. And he's going to do a trade, basically, where he's going to swap out Wanda's pan here for that machete. And basically the idea for that is that basically now she's got two machetes to attack with. She basically uses a single action now to swing two machetes at people, which is pretty cool. For Josh's third action, let's have him just do a quick search, I think, so you can maybe find us something. He finds gasoline, not a bad find, I guess, so we'll put that right there. And that's his turn. It moves on to Doug next. Now, Doug's basically got a bit of a situation here. He's got himself in with one walker, and he's got Amy here. He could fire his pistols at this guy, but if he does, he's actually going to hit Amy first, so what he might actually do... Now, here's something about firing orders in this game, basically, when you're killing stuff. Let's just go over to page 6, I guess it was. So, whenever you basically, like, you know, attack stuff... Attack. So, each zombie in the same zone as the survivor performs an attack. Oops, that's for zombies, not for the players. Why is it not giving me an attack thing for this guy? Range combat, okay, so the survivor uses a ranged combat weapon he is holding to in his head to shoot as a single zone within range, blah blah blah. He's going to shoot at someone, this guy, so let's go to page 8. Nine. Alright, here's the pages I want, basically. So, basic range combat. A survivor equipped with a ranged weapon, a weapon with a max range of 1 or more, can shoot a target in a zone he can see. Line of sight, page 5. Basically, Doug can basically see the fatty and, like, the, like, you know, two walkers over here. Just to throw it out there, you can see that far. Inside buildings, you're going to see one zone ahead, but that's fine. The range of a weapon is shown, blah, blah. So here's how it basically works. When a zone is chosen for ranged combat, ignoring any actors who may be in zones between the shooter and a target. This means that survivors may shoot through occupied zones without danger to either survivors or zombies. When using a ranged weapon, the shooting survivor does not choose the targets he hits by successful rolls, so you always go by, like, you know, an order. Hits are assigned to actors in the target zone following the target in prior order, so the survivors that get hit first, then walkers, then fatties, and abominations, and runners. So, in this zone right here, I've got basically two, like, you know, two walkers basically running around. I think what we're going to do with Doug right here, he's going to actually fire at those zombies, I think, with his pistol. That's what this guy's going to do. He's just going to fire twice at these walkers, I think. So let's see if we can do that. It's 1. He got 1, that's no good to kill anything. A 5, there goes one of the walkers. And a 1. Alright, so that's Doug's turn. Basically, I'll note, by the way, that there is a walker in his room with Doug, but a walker being in a room with you does not actually prevent you from firing at stuff outside of your place, so what we just do with, like, Doug there, we, like, you know, start neutralizing the threats outside of his zone, which is fine with him. Let's see here. It's going to be Amy's turn next. She's got the crowbar, the scope, and all sort of stuff. We really need to deal with this walker right here, so let's just have Amy fire, or not fire, but kill this guy if we can. So, that's not good. That's a kill. So that walker's dead. This is actually gone. These are gone actually too. Alright, so basically, I had, like, you know, Amy do a quick strike on that guy there. Basically kill off, like, you know, one of the, you know, the walker as with her. And Doug. I think what I want to do with Amy perhaps now, I want her to... Now, the thing about this rifle is that it only has, like, you know, 1 damage, so it can't be used to, you know, kill the fatty, for example. I think what we're going to do with Amy here, she's actually going to move back here for free move action, and we're going to do exchanges with, like, you know, Josh here. So we're going to take the scope and we'll give it to Josh for his rifle. I should actually have that the other way, so let's do that. So basically got a scoped rifle. I'm actually also take the fire axe from him and put it right there. You can have the crowbar. And yeah, this is the thing, by the way. Even though, like, a rifle is probably a two-handed weapon, you can have, like, you know, a crowbar and, like, a scoped rifle on, like, your free hands with this game. But whatever. That'll be basically Amy's turn. She's just going to give the scoped rifle to Josh over here. That's fine. Was it Doug's first turn or was it Josh's first turn? Okay, Doug did go first. I'm just, you know, getting confused about what's going on. Basically, at this point, it's Juan's turn and Josh's turn is going to be after that. We're going to have Juana water in over here. And the thing about Juana is that her machetes don't do, like, oh, they do damage. Okay, Whatever. She's just going to sit there and she's going to do a quick search with her cards, I guess. And she gets herself canned food. Not really what I need, but whatever. Put that right there. And Juana's just going to wait. Basically, going to have my guys, you know, try and take out these guys next turn. And hopefully they'll take them out easily enough. And Josh. Josh, you can move up to here. I'm going to have Josh start taking pot shots, I think, at the zombies. They're close by, so let's have him try and fire at the walkers, I guess. So let's try and hit this walker. He gets a 5, he kills that walker. And he'll fire at this walker too. And he kills that one too. Alright, that's pretty awesome. Basically, we've got a couple fatties bearing down on us, but basically we've taken them out. All their walker support, so it's just the fatties that will be going down next. I'm happy with this. Alright, so this goes over to Amy. Essentially, at this point, all the noise is concentrated in this sector right here, so I'm not going to put down noise tokens, but we'd have basically, like, you know, the rifle making noise, Doug's pistol would be making noise. That's, like, you know, all the noise basically being placed in this sector, because, you know, that's just what's happening. At this point, the zombies start to move, so they're going to move toward all the noise, which is basically right here. These guys actually see these guys, though, so they're actually going to move because they see them. So the two fatties move up here. These zombies move over here. You're going to move up there. You guys are going to march down the street. You're going to move over there. These guys go like this. These guys go like this. These guys go like this. The fatty splits in two. The runner runs down the street. The walker walks right there. And that's all the zombies moved. So, yeah, basically this game can have lots of, like, sets on it, you know, creatures on it, so lots of movement basically happening. It fills up quick, this game. Alright, we got ourselves a walker over here. Oh, I forgot to put down experience for my guys, didn't I? Doug basically had a kill there, so he can get himself an experience. Josh had 2 kills, so he's up to 3. Wanda basically has 1 kill. Amy, did Amy kill anything? She had to kill the crowbar, didn't she? Did Wanda kill anything? I'm not really sure. I don't think she did. You know, this is one of the things where you want to have like extra players because there's so much to manage. Basically, you have to move like experience trackers for all your characters and like, you know, other stuff. I may have like be missing experience, for example, as a result of this. So if I am, apologies. But you know, whenever you kill something, you get experience points for it, unless it's an abomination or yeah, an abomination gives you more experience. All right, let's just get this going. One zombie spawns here. One spawns up there. We've already placed that guy, apparently. One walker over here. And we're going to have... Oh, we got a sewer. So, sewer is located on a tile with at least one character will spawn one zombie. So, these guys are here and here. If I go to the state here. Now, I'll note by the way that this is actually a tile right here and a tile right there. So, we got a sewer right there with like Amy. So, this guy spawns one walker. And I got a sewer down here for these guys, so this one spawns one walker. Alright, that's basically the zombie spawns out of the way. And let's just keep going. It's going to be Amy's turn. Alright, Amy. Now, basically I've got like this like, you know, room with like two like fatties in here. Amy's gonna use her free move action to get in here and start like chopping them up, I think. So she's got two that's one of like the, you know, the two machetes, but whatever. Amy's gonna use her fire axe to try and like kill like, you know, one of these fatties because you can still do that. She's just not gonna be as effective as Wanda, but whatever. We'll try and get 4. We got 2. A 2. And a 1. Alright, so basically Amy took some swings at these fatties but failed to kill them, so unfortunately those fatties are still up with Amy's turn, but whatever. We move on to Wanda here. She's got 2 machetes at least, so she does a little bit extra damage. With the machetes, basically, they're like, you know, the fire axe in that they need a 4+ to kill, so they're just like the fire axe, except that they also have the ability to, like, you know, kill the fatties, so they're cool. A 2 and a 1 is not going to kill anyone. A 6 and a 5 though will, so both the fatties just died. So that's basically Wanda's like second turn. I think for her she's just going to do a search on the like, you know, the next turn here. So that's going to be a bag of rice. Why not? Alright, so at this point, Wanda's basically got ourselves 2 machetes and a whole lot of our stuff, but whatever. Let's see here. Next up will be Josh. I guess Josh will do a search action because why not? He gets himself a crowbar. Why not? You can just put it right back there. So, I'll have to give that crowbar to someone else, probably Doug perhaps. And, you know, I'm really tempted to open this door here, but that doesn't seem very smart. Specifically. But I could do that, actually. Let's have Josh go down here, and he's actually going to use a crowbar to open his door. And this actually makes another entrance for, like, you know, the zombies to get in here, so... This guy, instead of walking down the street toward me over here, he's going to make his way over to this door here. So that's going to happen. Let's have Doug go, I guess, next. Doug is going to... go down here, I think. He's going to do a search. For 2 cars, because you got the flashlight. Now, basically means that when you're a pile of rags is in fact a zombie. So I could have had like a walker place, but we're just going to take the flashlight here, so that gets discarded, and we don't have to worry about this. Hooray. So Doug's now got himself 2 flashlights, that's not bad. Now, here's something to note, by the way. I can actually see out into the zone with, like, the, walker here. And Doug's got a pistol, so let's fire at that, that guy is, just to try and kill him. So... I just flipped it, I didn't roll it. Doesn't matter, you still got 2, so we basically fired at that guy, made a little bit of noise, but didn't kill it. Now here's something to note, by the way. At this point, these guys now have a noise token in their characters right there. This is now the noisiest place on the map. So these guys, for example, they'll be moving toward here. And these guys will be moving toward here, not here. Because they don't see, like, into the building over here. They only see over to here. Just to throw it out there. It's not Zombie's turn, so let's get to moving. We got the runner over here, so he's just going to go 1, 2. Next we'll move up the... let's go in order, basically, of, like, what they are. So Fatties can go right here. And the Fatty can go up here. Next we'll move all the runners, so you go up here. You go up here. This guy splits. One of these guys moves up here. Both of you go right there, both of you go right here. I was wondering if I'm doing this right. This is the thing, by the way, you can't necessarily, like, do this haphazardly, I guess, with moving stuff, but 2 of these walkers are moving over here. You're going to move into a room with them. You're moving down here. Move this guy here. These guys move into the building. These guys move up here. Or actually, is that the fastest route? They're moving over here, right? So they could go 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, or 4, or 5. Or they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these guys are going to split. So he goes up there. And he goes right down here. So that happened. Alright, so that's basically the movement of the zombies. Let's get the cards on the table. You should probably do it by zone and not by, like, type, because, you could get confused, but whatever. We have a walker spawn over here. Nothing spawns here. A walker spawns over here. And we're still in, like, the blue zone, so we're fine with that. And by the way, Wanda got 2 kills with the machete, so she got 2 experience. And that's basically it for our turn. Alright, so lots and lots of zombies on the board, and they're all converging on my survivors. I'll note that next turn, this runner's going to be in this room with these guys, so I'm very, very tempted just to, like, clear out these guys and, like, just wait for a moment, basically. So let's have Wanda here. Wanda's just going to move down to here. That's gone, by the way. And she's just going to attack this zombie here with both her dice, so we got ourselves a 6 and a 1. That's a kill for that walker in here. That's dead. And let's just have her do a search and try and, like, find some better equipment, I guess. She found a machete. Not bad, I guess, to find. She's already got 2, but that's fine. Now, I got basically a lot of, like, wasteful, like, stuff in her inventory, so let's just move, like, the machete right there. And this can go to the discard pile. Alright, so basically at this point, Wanda's got a lot of, like, stuff on her. Lots of machetes. I'll probably want to maybe like, transfer stuff around, I think, at this point, so someone's going to be doing a trade action soon, I think. But next thing up is Josh. Now, Josh is basically going to, like, open fire onto the street, I think, at this point, so let's just have him open fire on his walker. So he basically rolls 1 dice. He has to get 3 or higher to basically kill it. So 1/6 is a kill. So one of his walkers dies. And he rolled a 2. That's not enough to kill anything. Now, I could have, Josh basically fire at this guy again, but I think I'm going to have him search. So let's just have him pull an equipment card. And he got an ah. So what you thought was a pile of rags is in fact a zombie. Place 1 walker in a room you just search. So we got ourselves a bit of a threat there. Because a walker spawned in the room with them. So this is one of the reasons you want to be very careful with searching, because sometimes you'll have, like, walkers pop out and then you have to deal with them. But anyways, it's Doug's turn. I think at this point it's a good time to maybe trade with people, so let's trade the flashlight and the crowbar with Josh here. So put those right there. You can go right there. Yeah, it's not perfect, these cards, sometimes. But whatever. Basically, you got, like, the flashlight's right there, crowbar's right there. He's got all this other nice stuff. You're taking the crowbar. And let's just have Doug try to, like, beat down the zombie here, I guess. So he's going to try and use a turn to do that. He got 5, so the crowbar kills it. And because, like, Doug's basically got a flashlight, he can actually, like, properly search for stuff, so let's just go down here, and he gets a shotgun. Hooray, we got ourselves a shotgun! That'll be in his inventory, but whatever. By the way, you got experience for killing a zombie. Josh got 2 experience for killing zombies. Did he get his thing for it? I'm not really sure. Well, let's just say that he did get, like, his kills, or a kill. So put him up to 4. And that's been the if for these guys, like, Doug's turn. Now it's just Amy's turn. Amy's going to take her free move action to move over here. Now, Amy's got the shotgun ammo, so I'm really tempted to take that shotgun off of Doug, I think. So let's do that. And we'll put that right there. The shotgun has a range of 0 to 1, but it rolls 2 dice, and it does 2 damage. So it's a really powerful weapon for, like, taking out stuff. Let's have Amy basically fire at this guy out here, I think. So for second actions, it's going to be to roll 2 dice to try and kill a zombie. We got 5 and a 2, so that guy's dead. And at this point, let's just have her do one more search, I guess. Or should I? You know what? I'm going to actually say that she took a flashlight from Doug here. Just so that, I don't screw up in, like, another awe card on myself. And she'll use, like, her, newfound ability to search twice to basically get two cards. She can get here the submachine gun or the machete. Now, I'm actually tempted to take that machete because then I could have, like, 2 characters running around with, like, machetes. But the submachine gun is pretty good too. You roll 3 dice for, like, a +5 a kill. Those are both pretty good finds, but let's grab the machete for her, I think. And I'll throw this in the discard pile. And that's everyone's turn. Alright, so it's the zombie's turn. These guys in here, they're going to split up. Why is there 2 zombies in here? I guess there's 2 zombies in here to begin with. These guys are going to basically split up to try and get to, like, these guys over here because they got, like, 2 paths to them. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they go like this. You're going to go down here. Or wait, no. You're going to go in here. This guy goes over here. This guy goes over here. The runner runs into the room with these guys. These guys move up here. These guys move over here. These guys move over here. You move up. You move up. These guys move here, 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 Alright, so that's all the movement for the zombies. Lots of movement for the zombies, but whatever. It's going to happen a lot with this game. Alright, so, it's time to kick some butt. A walker spawns over here. A walker spawns right here. A walker spawns right there. And right there is nothing.